So check this out. Imagine a building so raw,
Pause.
so monumental that it feels like it has been sculpted by nature itself. It is rough, unfinished, and its concrete walls boldly contrast shiny skyscrapers and facades. Some may see it as a masterpiece, and others may see it as an eyesore. This is brutalist architecture, a style born out of necessity, designed for function, and fueled by a bold artistic vision. But how did this architectural movement come to be? And why does it still capture our imagination today? Let's talk about it. Brutalist architecture, or Brutalism generally, is one of the most polarizing styles in modern design. For some, it is an unapologetic celebration of raw materials and bold forms. And for others, it is a cold and lifeless concrete dystopia. Regardless of opinion, Brutalism makes a statement, and that's what sets it apart. In this video, I'll attempt to trace the origins of brutalist architecture, explore its defining traits, and revisit some of its most iconic creations. I will also talk about why it has experienced such a surprising revival in recent years. To truly understand this movement, we have to start from the aftermath of World War II, when cities across Europe were rebuilding from the rubble. It's the 1940s, Europe is devastated by war, cities are left in ruins, millions of people are in need of housing, and they need it fast. Architects are faced with a challenge. How do we rebuild entire communities on limited budgets and limited materials? In this moment of reconstruction, modernist architects turn to concrete, a material that is cheap, durable, and abundant. Enter Le Corbusier, one of modern architecture's most influential figures. In 1952, he completed the groundbreaking project in Marseille, France, the Unité d'habitation. This building wasn't just a place to live, it was a vision for the future. It houses over 1,600 people, combining apartments, shops, and communal spaces. The building's raw concrete facade is left exposed, showcasing its rugged beauty. Le Corbusier named this approach béton brut, or raw concrete, and it became the foundation for a new architectural philosophy. Around the same time, British architects Alison and Peter Smithson began developing their version of this architectural style. They called it New Brutalism, and they emphasized honesty in design, using materials and forms that were unembellished and true to their purpose. For the Smithsons, brutalism wasn't just a style, it was a moral stance. So what defines a brutalist building? Let's break it down. Number one, materiality. Brutalist structures are often made out of concrete, but other materials such as brick and steel are also used. What sets brutalism apart is that these materials are left exposed, showcasing their natural texture. Number two, geometric forms. Think bold and angular shapes. Brutalist buildings often resemble abstract structures with blocky designs. Number three, functionality. In brutalist architecture, form typically always follow function. These buildings are designed to meet practical needs first, with little or no concern for decoration. Number four, monumentality. Many brutalist buildings have a monumental presence. They feel solid, permanent, and have a commanding presence. Although brutalism is best known for its massive public structures, it can also be found in smaller projects like schools, housing blocks, and private homes. Unité d'habitation, Marseille. This visionary project by Le Corbusier is a vertical city, complete with apartments, rooftop gardens, and communal amenities. It embodies the brutalist ethos, functional, honest, and built for community. Boston City Hall. Designed in 1968, the Boston City Hall is one of the most controversial buildings in the United States. Its inverted pyramid design and concrete facade has earned it both admiration and criticism. For decades, it was labeled ugly, but today it is seen as a masterpiece of modernist design. Barbican Centre, London. The Barbican Centre is a brutalist wonderland. Built in the 1980s, it includes theaters, galleries, apartments, and gardens. Intricate walkways, angular balconies. The Barbican showcases the artistic side of Brutalism. Habitat 67, Montreal, designed by Moshe Safdie for Expo 67. This housing complex reimagines modern living with a modular design. It combines brutalist aesthetics with a playful geometry. The National Theatre, London, a brutalist masterpiece designed by Dennis Laston. The National Theatre's dramatic terraces makes it a cultural and architectural icon. Soviet-era brutalist monument in Yugoslavia. I could make an entirely separate video about those. Each of these buildings, they tell a story of defiance, innovation, and creativity. But not all brutalist projects have fared so well. By the 1960s and 70s, brutalism was everywhere. Governments and institutions embraced it because of its practicality and cost-effectiveness. But as time went on, public perception began to shift. To many, these buildings felt harsh and alienating. Social housing projects designed in brutalist style often fell into disrepair, reinforcing the negative stereotypes around the style. By the 1980s, brutalism was out of favor and many of the structures were demolished. But in the last decade, something remarkable had happened: a brutalist revival. Social media has played a key role, with people showing that these buildings are extremely Instagrammable. Preservation efforts have also gained some momentum, as architects and historians advocate for the protection of brutalist landmarks. Brutalist architecture challenges us. It asks us to see the beauty in rawness, strength in simplicity, and art in functionality. It's not really for everyone, and to me, that's what makes it so powerful. Love it or hate it, brutalism will always provoke thought, and that is what great design does. I can subscribe. Brutalism is found in It is also known for It can also be found in smaller projects like schools, private